Hey golf fans, and welcome back to another Sunday morning PGA Tour 2K23 live stream. I do hope everyone is well. I hope you've all had fantastic weekends. Today I am going to be checking out COBBERAS GC. Hopefully I have pronounced that properly. This is a golf course designed by Ozzy Bronco. Ozzy Bronco is a member of early 1981's World of Golf Society, and he shoved this in the course recommendation channel. So I thought, let's go and check it out. I don't think I've got any information regarding this golf course, but looking forward to checking it out. I was looking for a screenshot that I could use as a thumbnail, but there wasn't really one good enough. But anyway, before we do tee off, I'm just going to make a quick few changes to the YouTube video for you guys' viewing pleasure. I don't even know if I am live. Are we live? Yeah, there we go. Took ages to pop up there, but we are live. Going by his name, I guess you can all guess where Ozzy Bronco is from. So I'm not sure if the golf course is going to reflect his country where he resides, and that is Australia. Let's get up that generic thumbnail. It's too early in the morning yet, still not pronouncing my words properly. I've actually only had one cup of coffee, but I've got the house to myself at the moment, so I thought I would jump on in the peace and quiet. Now, slight disclosure, guys, my game is just gone. I've forgotten how to swing straight. My swing timing is so inconsistent. And for the past 7 or 8 rounds, my game is just all over the shop. I can't put a finger on it. I think everyone goes through a barren spell in this game, and I'm certainly in that. It's just a case of trying to figure things out and scramble well when and where I can. But yeah, sadly, my game is just a shadow. My swing anyway. I think I've got an issue with my controller. I have tried to go and purchase replacement analog sticks for the DualSense Edge, and you just can't buy them anywhere. They're all out of stock. So I've got no idea what's going on. The vibration on my controller is just intermittent. But let's get the live stream up. I do hope everyone is chilled out and relaxed, and let's take a look at this golf course. So, COBBERAS GC by Ozzy Bronco. Now look at that, 41 plays and 0 ratings. That concerns me, I won't lie. But the fairways and greens, no, the fairways are firm. I was going to say the fairways and greens are firm, but the fairways are firm, greens are normal. The green speeds are medium fast. The weather is overcast and the time of day is noon. Let's check out the tee options. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tee options. We will be playing from the longest tees, which are the white, coming in an extremely lengthy 7,857 yards, and as always, pin set number 1. So straight away you can tell this is going to be a long golf course. Whether or not that is going to be the main difficulty of the course is its length, we will soon find out. But Ozzy Bronco, pretty good player in this game himself. So hole number 1. It's an extremely long par 4, 528 yards. It looks like we are in the Australian Alps. I must admit, I do love this theme. Now I'm going to take a few practice swings here, guys. It is my first swing of the day, and like I say, my swing is just all over the place. I tell you what, if I can reproduce that, I'll be just taking that control cable out. Look at that. There's just no consistency to my swing at the moment. That should work out well. This is going to be a long par 4.
That was good stuff. And we're setting up here about
Winds are low.
10 or so from the pin.
Oh my goodness, that is a brutal pin. That is going to be so tough to hold. You've got a duo of bunkers defending the front of the green, combined with that false front. So let's go 186. I'm really in between clubs here. I'm going to go 186 and try and overpower this over the bunker. Nah, it's not getting there. I'm going to have to go full off, full backspin on the 3-iron. Ball is going to shoot left at my feet. It's a decent strike, by the way. This is going to kick hard right, I believe. It didn't. Sat down straight away, but as you can see, it's rolled off onto the fringe. Not the worst of misses there. I was trying to go right at the flag stick. But this is a good area to miss. I wouldn't fancy being the other side of the pin due to the slopes. Let's feather this down there. Can we chip it in? It's going to come up short. It's a very fast, not the greatest of swing lines. Green speeds are 143. They will cause me a problem. I'm not the best when it comes to the medium and slower sides. Slower speeds, should I say, off the greens. But hole number 2. It's a beautiful hole. Yeah, again, that's a really tight pin. 207. Let's go full backspin. If anything, I want to be on the left-hand side off the flag stick. That's a tiny slow. Now look how far right that is going, guys. The punishment I get just is beyond belief. It's beyond belief.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll go on.
Tiny slow. It wasn't a horrible swing line. And the ball is missed 14 yards right of the pin. It's a really good yardage, actually. I can be pretty aggressive here. There is a helping backstop if I am long, which chances are this ain't sitting down quickly. Good execution. There's that backstop. Pardon me. Good shot. Hopefully it's going to be a par save. We'll take the par. Level par 32. Hole number 3 is going to be a par 5. I would say this is definitely aimed at competitive players. It's not the easiest of courses, and I like that. The environment is cool, it's dark, it's gloomy, which you would expect for this time of year. And the backdrop of the mountain ranges really is something else. Look at that swing line, guys. Swing timing's good. Just my swing line. It's just all over the place at the moment, and I just can't put my finger on it. Yeah, again, huge slopes in these greens defending that pin. I think 5 wood is the shot. Let's try and force it up there. Don't want to miss left. If you miss left, you've got a horrible uphill shot. There's a big fast. And it's going to take me exactly where I didn't want it to go. And this is now a brutal up and down. Yeah, look at this. If you're epileptic, close your eyes now. Those red moving beads could trigger a fit. But this is just a horrible, horrible golf shot that I've been left with now. If we can get away with par, we're doing well. It's going to take a really good golf shot. To get this close to the pin. Superb execution. I don't think it's going to hold. No. Really surprised at that. That was a really good execution. Just couldn't miss right there. That is an absolutely brutal pin position, by the way. Chip it in for the birdie, though. Looked like we were going to be struggling for par. And that is a beautiful chip-in birdie that we will take another look at. But thanks to everyone who is currently hanging out with me in the live stream. If you haven't already done so, please smash the like button. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button for future content. I've got a feeling this is going to be a really, really tough golf course. Yet again, tee shot is extremely tough. Every aspect of this course has been challenging so far. 8 times out of 10, the courses that you do come across are either tough tee shots with fairly quiet greens, or fairly easy tee shots and approach shots with brutal greens. But this course seems to have a mixture of all those elements. Tiny fast. Surely this kicks right though. Should die down in the heavy rough. And that has left me a pitch shot in, which I don't know if I want to play. Let's go with the 86 lob wedge. Water in play here. That water just cuts right in to the left-hand side of the green. Little pond. So I'm going to play a little bit of de-loft, a little bit of backspin. Try and go right at this pin. A fast here will probably kill me. It's a perfect. And we fired it right at the flagstick. Could actually be in. Oh, if we didn't apply the backspin, I think that may have released out into the cup. Wonderful approach shot. And it has rewarded me with a 3-foot putt for birdie, which I do convert. So back-to-back birdies moves us to 2 under through 4. Hole number 5, it's another par 3 and another challenging one at that. Lovely little rock pool here, a little waterfall cascading down from the rocks, down from the Alps into the pond. It's another long par 3. I'm really in between yardages here. I think 176 with a little bit of de-loft should get there. My goodness, this is going to have to be a perfect. Water and play left anyway, that's for sure. It's a lovely strike. It's long though, at 103%. And that is going to be a horrible putt. This is where you can start the 3-putt. Because anything too far past this pin, it's off. 38 feet out, 143 greens. Going to pull it back a little bit. It's a bit of a double breaker. Let's just go about there. Try and lag this one close. Got to be so careful with weight here. It's uphill then downhill. Should start to turn back and then back again. Oh, it's a wonderful effort. That was actually a really good putt. We'll take the par. A really tough par 3 that. You really need a wind in your face holding you up there on that approach shot. So, hole number 6, first of the par 5s. For the first time in the round, we've probably had a bit of forgiveness off the tee box. This should cascade down the fairway.
All right, we'll take that. Hitting into an
Probably the widest fairway off the course so far. I'm really in between clubs here. Now that's saying it's up 27 feet. I don't know if I believe it. We're going to go for it. Let's go full loft. So ideally this should be short, going by the uphill yardage, the elevation. I've absolutely flushed that and it's not short. It's going to be long. This is going to get a firm kick. Yeah, I just don't think that green was as uphill as the yardage suggested there. It certainly didn't look it. And I genuinely think I could have hit 5. Oh my goodness, you are kidding me. You are kidding me. I don't think I've got a putt here. Right, so the smart play was to lay up there. I'm convinced the yardage was not correct. I think that's 2 or 3 good shots we've hit into the greens and just been punished. The more right I go here, the more it's going to break. But the saving grace is there's a little valley here. If I don't get the read from right to left, it should hopefully come back off that ridge. We're going to go there, and hopefully I can walk away with a birdie, at least, if I can get the weight here. Got the weight, good putt line. Now it should come off this ridge, down, and maybe even come back a little bit. Should start to come back. There it goes. And it's left me a pin high putt. That was a really good lag putt. Let's see if we can get 3 consecutive birdies here. Yeah, good birdie. Really punished there. Hey, Scotsman, how's it going, pal? You'd go left where, Scotsman? So, hole number 7. Tight fairway yet again. Water really cutting off the right-hand side off the fairway. And look at this. Plumbing there, where the water is gushing out of. Very little room for error here. Cannot hit a slow on this tee shot. It's a good shot. Should just kick to the right here. Oh, it didn't. Right, it's not what I expected. And as you can see, the rough is extremely punishing. I've got no fittings when it comes to hitting the rough. So I'm going to get the worst of the worst lies. It's another really tricky pin, guys. I'm going to have to come down a club to look at it. I mean, look at that. Pin defended by that 2 bunkers. And it's just all slopes. If you're long and leave yourself a downhill putt, there's no hope of holding that. You really have to be short on this. I'm certainly not getting there in 2 anyway. There's a nice perfect. I think this is going to run out into the sand here. Yeah. Really like the layout of the course so far, but even good shots are being punished. I don't know how I feel about that. I think good shots should be rewarded, and we've played a few of them. Now I can be long here, but my problem is I don't want to generate too much backspin. Now these should just trickle off this backstop and no more. Yeah, played that really well. If we applied full backspin, I think that ball could have generated full spin. Combined with the backstop, that could have came shooting off that green. But you've got to scramble well. You have to have an A1 scrambling game round this golf course. Hole number 8. Shortest par 4 on the course so far. And it's been a common theme with pin set number 1. They're right at the front of the green, with very little green or error to work with. Right. Like I say, I'm just not feeling my swing or my swing timing at the moment. We're going to try and overpower this one. There's a very fast, and I'm in a world of trouble now. All for the sake of probably gaining 10, 15 yards. I'm in a world of trouble.
Second shot on the 8th.
This is not where you want to be. I need to start talking myself out of these overpowered tee shots. It's not the worst of lies, but I think I am going to hit this tree. Let's go there. Ball is going to shoot left. Ball is going to shoot right at my feet. If we can find the backstop here, which we have done, it should come back down towards the bottom of the green, but it's still going to be a tough putt.
Yeah, that'll work.
So it's a downhiller, then up.
4 under.
Not the worst of putts, to be fair. Good recovery there. I really need to stop these overpowered tee shots, because my swing timing at the moment is just so inconsistent, as is my swing line. I don't think there's too much in this. Just want to be careful not to go too far past the pin. Now that should turn right at the end. We've got the weight. It should turn hard here. It did. It's a good birdie. How on earth we've made a birdie there from where we were off the tee box. 4 under. And we step on to the final hole of the front 9. And it's another long par 4. Slight dog leg left to right. Undulating fairway. It is going to kick us right. Let's just play for the left-hand side here and let the wind hit it.
Nicely done. You got some good contact there.
This should kick hard right here off this slope. That's going to leave us
Okay, about
170.
yards to the pin.
That's another pin that's right at the front. I'm not sure what the red and black colours on that building represents. Tennis courts as well. Helipad, is it? Is that a helipad on top of the building? No. Looks like an air conditioning system. Shops, car park, training facility. Beautiful mountain Alps off there in the distance. So 170. I fell for this a few holes ago. I just do not think that this ball is 21 feet below that green. So I'm going to apply loft, full backspin. Try and land this at the front of the green. I don't think it's going to hold. The wind should hopefully hit me here. Got the perfect, but look at my swing line. And yet again, I think that the elevation changes are wrong in this course. I just don't think they're right. It's a tough putt. It's another double breaker.
The cup.
It's downhill. So I've really got to be careful with this one. The only saving grace is if we are too far past the pin, it's not a horrible putt. Let's try and lag this one close as we can. Birdie would be a bonus here. Can't get the weight. Should start to turn back towards the cup. It really, really has. Yeah, that's a good lag putt. And we'll accept the par. So difficult to get close to pins in this course due to the location of them. Yeah, it looks like all the pins on pin set number 1 are going to be front edge. Right, plenty of landing zone over on the left-hand side here. Tiny fast. It's going to be a fairway finder though. It's going to be one of the shorter par 4s on the course, 79 yards. Don't want to be short here. Let's apply a little bit of D-loft. I'm not the greatest pitchers in the game, but this ball, if it lands on the left-hand side, should be okay. Should cascade off of here. It's going to filter back down towards the pin. It's a very makeable putt for the birdie. We've landed on the quieter side of the green. I don't think that's going to turn more than that. Good putt. 5 under through 10. Let's talk about the environment of the golf course, and this is a beautiful hole, by the way. I don't really know much about Australia, but I'm assuming. Let's get the scorecard up. But I am assuming COBBERAS GC. I think COBBERAS must be a region of Australia that is out there in the snowy, mountainous Alps. Australia does have snow, by the way, guys. I think it's rare. I think Aussie Bronco has designed this course with winter in mind. But it is a mountain range golf course with really some tough tee shots. And I think you're going to have to bring your A game to this golf course. Now, I think 132 with full backspin should be the number here with a good strike. There is a little goldfish bowl if we can land it in that area. So tiny slow. That's going to spin all the way back into the drink, I think. Yeah. Let's go with that again. And this is where you can get problems. Yeah, again, that is a tiny slow, guys, and you're seeing how far right my ball tracks off a line. Get the perfect this time. We're long. I really needed that backspin. Really needed that backspin there, and this is a horrible putt. And it is this kind of course where one error can just completely ruin a scorecard. It's another double breaker. Okay, let's just feather this down there. This should turn back if it's got the legs. Come on, it's trying to turn back. Oh, it's a good weight, good effort. Disappointing double bogey. Really is a disappointing double bogey. Cannot make a mistake on this golf course, by the way. So hole number 12. A lot of bunkers in this hole. 6. Right in line with her tee shot. Let's apply a little bit of fade here.
There we go. Great contact.
We get the perfect. We should carry the bunkers on the right hand side. Firm kick to the left.
Setting up here about, I'd say 100 yards out.
102. Wow. It's another tee shot, another approach shot where you've got very little room for error here. I'm hoping the wind hits this. Oh, I'm not pitching it early, no way. Just as well I noticed that. I didn't even notice we were pitching that. It's got a little bit of backspin. I don't want to generate too much backspin. It's a lovely strike. It should come back, but not with too much venom. That's a good shot.
Nice approach on that one.
And hopefully I can get one of those drop shots straight back, slightly downhill. Yeah, good birdie that. Just so disappointed with hole number 11 where I hit the tiniest of slows with a really good swing. Ball just leaks so far right. But hole number 13, it's another tight landing zone for your tee shot. So fast, it's going to be a missed fairway. You've got to hit perfects.
What happened there?
You've got to hit perfects. I'm going to struggle to reach that bunker, I would say, so we can be pretty aggressive with the 3-iron. I think this should be nothing more than a full wedge. 82, oh, it's going to be a pitch. I think my closest wedge is 86, yeah. And with that wind, no, I'm going to pitch it. To be fair, it's a favourable pin. Going by some of the pins we've had to navigate. It's got a little bit of backspin. I think the wind should help us out here. I normally execute a slight fast. It's a perfect today. And this should set up a really good birdie opportunity. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't I didn't expect that ball to run off there. I just didn't think that that slope was going to be in play. But when you zoom in and look at it, it's brutal. I'm going to putt this. I really didn't think that slope was going to be an issue there, or as punishing. Should turn. Oh my goodness. Disappointing to par a par 5. That all came from the tee shot. My swing line is just all over the place at the moment. -4. And the par 3s, for me, are the main feature of the golf course. They're beautiful, they're lengthy, they're challenging, very picturesque. I'm going to go full backspin here, a little bit aloft. Surely the wind holds me up here. I don't know where these slows are coming from, guys. That was a massive slow, and rightfully so. That has leaked right. My game is just all over the shop. I've got a match play event, alt shot event coming up as well. And I feel for my partner, because he is going to have to try and come up with some good shots. Because I've got no idea where I'm going to be putting them. It's a partial flop. Full off, full backspin. That area should ensure the easiest putt for par. Bite. Yeah, good shot. Really good execution. Scrambling has been pretty good today. Keeps me at -4. Oh, definitely Scotsman. You have to bring your A game to this golf course. You've got to plan your route round the track as well. But it really is a nice golf course. Really enjoying it. Robert Harbrack III, welcome to the live stream, pal. Yeah, definitely. It is a nice golf course. Really enjoying it. It's another tough tee shot. Water is in play on the left-hand side. That is a beautiful tee shot. And that has left me another lengthy approach shot to a pin that's right at the front. I mean, it's so hard with these wind conditions, these cross winds, to get anywhere near this pin. I've got a good yardage. But with the false fronts, the undulating fairways, this is going to be tough. There is that little basin. Ball is going to shoot hard left at my feet. I think the wind brings that back. No, I couldn't have struck this any better. Come on, wind, surely. This could be half decent, by the way. Don't do it. Don't do it. That was a yard off of being a really good shot, because I think that filters back into the centre of the green. Yeah, I think he must have play tested the life out of this golf course, guys, to get this challenge. I'm probably being too aggressive in certain shots, but that's me. I mean, if you're going to miss, you want to be short right or just below the pin here for an easy up and down. I've left myself a tough chip here. I don't think that accelerates too much down. Let's play it there. It's going to shoot left at my feet. This should turn down towards the pin. We might actually have holed this, you know. Boom. What an eagle chip in that is. And I think my scorecard is starting to reflect how well we've played this course. I've got full confidence in my short game at the moment. It's the only part of my game that's consistent. But that is a tremendous eagle. It moves us back to 6 under.
16th hole.
I think I played one bad hole, and it was the par 3/7, where we double bogeyed, and it wasn't even that bad a shot. Was it the 7th? No, the 11th. Double bogey on the 11th. It wasn't even a bad shot. Just severe punishment of the game. Right, this is an interesting hole. Love the way the water carves into the fairway. For me, this is the feature hole. I absolutely love it. Dramatic views, challenging tee shot. That is stunning, by the way. This is a really nice golf course. It really, really is. Got to be so careful with your tee shot here because you're going to struggle. To get over the water and two if you miss the fairway. And sure, I didn't hit fast there, but that needs to get down. I don't think this is going to hold. I've got full loft. I'm going to struggle to reach the green now. Look at the lie percentage with your short irons. Beautiful, beautiful hole. But yeah, wow, look at this. I mean, you can't even play a links golf shot up to it. Like, due to the pin location here, you can't even kick it up. Because it's just going to run away. I'm going to have to go 5-iron with full backspin. I just do not know how hot this is going to come out. It's a beautiful strike, by the way. Should kick to the right. There we go. I've just said exactly what happened. You just could not play a links golf shot up to that. And to be fair, if my ball got another yard up, that ball's probably in the heavy rough. It would have just cascaded down that false front. This course is not for the casuals, by the way. It really, really isn't. And I think that's a fallacy. A lot of people think pin set number one's the easiest. I don't think that is not true. I know a lot of designers who like balance all the pins out. I mean, pin one for me has had very unforgiving greens, some very unforgiving approach shots. If that is the easiest pin in the course, I'll be truly surprised. Gave it a chance, by the way. We've gave it a chance. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Aussie Bronco. No, it's a pleasure, mate. Really good golf course. We can tell you've put a lot of time and effort into this one, especially play testing. You must have play tested the life out of this to execute the challenge you were looking for. The name of this golf course is, I'll get it up again, just so I'm not butchering the pronunciation. It is the COBBERAS GC. Like I say, I'm convinced this is meant to be out in the Australian mountain ranges. The designer himself may be able to give us some course information here. But 17th, this closing stretch of the golf course really is beautiful, by the way. It's another difficult tee shot. Look at that for a tee shot. That is a daunting tee shot. I love these black lava rocks that are surrounding the water. It just really catches the eye. The wind is going to be sweeping me towards that water. I don't think we can carry that due to the wind. This is a tough tee shot. Struck it really well, relying on the wind now. Come on, wind. Wind's not hit me. I think my swing line is part of the issue there as well, but I really expected that wind to hit me a little bit harder, but the bunker's probably not the worst miss. One of the best lie percentages we've had from a missed fairway. There is a helping slope long left here. But yeah, again, these pins are just brutal. think 166 into the wind. Full backspin. Could just about pan out. Let's surf the wind here. Play the slope as well. Tiny slope. And look at the damage that has done there. That tiny slow, man. I just don't get it. This is now a strategy shot. It's not the worst of misses. But yet again, relying on my short game. My recovery. I'd rather be long here. Not that long though early. Not that long though early. And every single mistake I've executed has just been thoroughly highlighted in this golf course. And this is horrible. I think I've got to put this in. It's the only way of stopping it. It's going to stop actually. Every single mistake, even good shots are punished in this golf course, which I'm not a fan of, guys. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of golf shots that are punished. I have played 3 or 4 really good shots, just been unlucky with them. I'm not a fan of that, personally. But I fully understand the golf course that Aussie Bronco has created here. Like I say, this is not for your casual golfer. But I've loved the closing 3 holes. Nothing short of a golfer's dream, to be honest. Not had enough of those swing lines today. My game is just all over the shop.
And this one's about 210 yards or so from the pin.
But this is the area of the golf course we did scope out earlier. Clubhouse, tennis courts, car park. Buggies. But this is a long par 4. But that's a good thing. I said it before we teed off. I wonder if the yardage of the course is going to be the main challenge, but it's not. It's a long golf course. But this really is the thinking man's course. It's another brutal pin. It's a pin where you can and should be using the backstop, but when you're coming in from 209 yards out with a 3-iron, that pin, that green, starts to look the size of a postage stamp, especially with the undulating lie at your feet. And I couldn't have hit this any better. Come on, wind. That wind in the slope is just not moving me. Didn't have the yardage either. I just don't have a club for some of these shots. It's definitely a golf course that is going to frustrate you. You're going to have to accept that. The only thing I'm not a fan of is good shots have been punished today. But apart from that, it is a fantastic golf course that will entice you back for more punishment. Or where you are looking, should come back off this backstop. I actually didn't. I didn't get high enough up it. This is a daunting putt for par save, by the way. Everything's got to be calculated around this course. Just going to feed this down there and hopefully it should turn. Just feathered that down. Didn't turn and it's off the green.
This putt's about 6 feet.
I've had too many unforced bogeys, guys. -4 after the way I've played is really disappointing. I think I've had 3 or 4 bad shots that really cost me. And that has really been seen in the 68 -4. But that is such a tough golf course. I don't think casuals would probably enjoy the default settings. You would maybe have to tweak it. But there we go, guys. It's another golf course showcased on the channel. I think this is a first. I think it's the first time we featured an Aussie Bronco golf course on the channel. Look at that stat. 64% fairways in regulation, 44.4 greens in regulation, and 1.22 putts per hole. But wow, an enjoyable yet frustrating golf course. I will be back for some more punishment after we finish this video. But thanks to everyone who did hang out with me in the live stream. Please make sure to smash the like button. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.